Good morning. My name is Greg Doherty, and this is my video submission for Week 10's video reflection on what I feel are good professional dispositions for teacher candidates. Now, the first question posed to us was how our teaching philosophy has developed and grown through our student teaching. First and foremost, the multiple methods that I see being spoken of in the discussion questions are invaluable. I get to consider these things from different perspectives. I get to actually view what was someone else's experience with similar topics and similar discussions with their students. And it's very enlightening for me to know that, one, I'm not alone in some of the struggles that I experience, but also at the same time, I get to learn from their perspectives. It also forces me, student teaching itself forces me to collaborate with my mentor. She has a boatload of experience with these kids in our population, and that is immeasurable for me. Things that I might be stuck on that I may not understand, I can approach her just normally as we meet, at least once a week to discuss how I can grow. And I will ask her random questions, and she'll come up with these ideas that she had recently or even as long as 15 years ago. It's really essential that I have that collaborative outlet. Then also, one of the big values of student teaching is I have to see myself teaching. That's pretty impressive because I've not had a chance to do that as of yet. So I get to see how I interact with my students and to see how I do some things well and some things I need to work on. But that is essential to teaching. The next question is how technology can be used to create better learning opportunities for all of our students. There are so many digital platforms, and many of them actually have those interactive features that are essential to the special needs kids in my class to learn. They don't learn by my lecture. They learn by hands-on activities, and those interactive features really help them piece those things together in a real-world sense. Students also have multiple ways to learn with this technology. They can learn by me talking, by me showing them the research, by videos that are actually reinforcing what we discussed. There's multiple ways that they can learn, and technology allows us to do that. But technology also has, for my classroom especially, one invaluable asset, and that's for communication. Since I teach an autistic classroom, the ability for my students to point at what they need or show me what's frustrating them, that gives them another way of communicating to me other than trying to hit or trying to kick to show me that they're upset. And that helps us to reinforce positive behavior while at the same time increasing their socialization. So technology has allowed us to do that. Then the last question is, how will we implement the Christian worldview values of compassion, promoting human flourishing, and behaving legally and ethically in our future classrooms? Well, compassion is something that I really feel that I bring to every classroom I'm in. Whether kids are special needs or not, students deserve that compassion. It's my responsibility to show that compassion so that they can actually increase that skill set on their own. Many of our students, being autistic, they lack that ability to understand social cues. My modeling of this behavior helps to show them what is expected and what is appropriate in society. By exhibiting and modeling confidence, motivation, and superior character, I think I can help our students to become adults who are both productive and independent. And that's a goal for every one of our students, and I encourage the same behavior out of my staff. However, more than that, by continuing to be positive and focusing on their abilities instead of their disabilities, they can perhaps find a much better version of who they're meant to be. Because clearly we all have stuff we can work on. They are in that phase in life where we can help them improve continually. And that's something that I take very seriously. But overall, I think a teacher's responsibility doesn't just end at academics. We have to remember that our students are always watching us and they're always learning from us. What good is it if we preach these skills and these values if we don't actually exhibit them in our everyday behavior? Now that is something that I really encourage my staff to do. We treat each other with respect. We treat each other with dignity because that's what I want our students to do. We must always be aware that we must model these principles at every given moment that we're being observed, because even one slip up can make it to where we have weeks to work to overcome that. Those are what I think are the most important professional dispositions for teacher candidates. And I really do feel that I have a strong baseline in providing those in my classroom. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.